Hi, my name's Tim Lonsway. I'm a CBTS, and welcome to ComSpark 2019 here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm with my guest, Mike Hofherr, who's the CIO for The Ohio State University. Welcome, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Michael, first question. The business of education is constantly changing. What is The Ohio State University doing in their curriculum to keep up with the changes and to make more of a workforce-ready product?
That's a great question. We're really focusing on, a lot of what the traditional world is talking about, data analytics. We have a new data analytics program, a partnership with Aruba, really getting students to understand that major and that field from an academic perspective that they can then take out into the workforce and apply to real life. So when they are in our program, they're focused on real skill development, real life problems. This is a hands-on degree, multidiscipline, so it spans multiple colleges, interdisciplinary. So we're really looking at, I think sometimes we get overlooked as sort of the big Ohio State. But what are you doing for workforce readiness? We really are workforce readiness, and we're preparing our students, as you mentioned, through these new majors like data analytics.
Excellent. So with that, you take the field of technology. I'm a computer science grad from way back, but I think that's changed a lot. What is Ohio State doing to kind of stratify kind of programming through the computer science initiatives?
Yeah, we work a lot with our computer science department in the College of Engineering, and they're a great partner, and they produce great graduates. But I think the world is more complex than that these days. And I really view it as sort of three-pronged, or this pillared strategy. We need computer scientists. That's a long-term degree-oriented field. And they're going to build great things, and they're going to build the next systems we use and the next rocket ship we go on the next self-driving car. But we have so many gaps in employment and workforce development that we need to focus on too. So we look at computer science, long tier, great. And we look at sort of the language of coding and what are we doing around coding as a language that anyone can understand, right? So we're really making that available to all our students through a curriculum. And then using that to fill what I think is the third sort of pillar, which is app development. And so you think about app development, Columbus as one of the largest app development communities in the country. And when we think about and talk to the companies around Columbus, what they're really looking for is certified app developers. So through our program in Ohio State, any student has access to curriculum to help them become a certified app developer for free. And so now we're talking about engineering, not only engineering students, but arts and sciences students, marketing students, business students, all having a new way to solve problems out in the workforce.
That's fantastic. You mentioned a couple of things that kind of sparked my interest. One is really looking at the data. The data is kind of king, and the applications kind of drive the engine, so to speak. What are you guys doing? What is The Ohio State University doing with data analytics?
Yeah, so we're doing a lot with data analytics, not just from the major I mentioned earlier, but from how we're managing the business of Ohio State. So we're right now in the conversion of PeopleSoft to Workday, and so that's driving a lot of what I would call the democratization of data, making more data available to the right people. We have a new data array that we've put up in Amazon Web Services, our first sort of foray into a service offered through the cloud. And that's bringing all of our systems together in a cohesive front end to make better decisions faster, in a more timely manner.
Wow, that's fantastic. Actionable, meaningful data, regardless. You don't have to be a data scientist to absorb it and act. It's fantastic. One of the things you were talking about offline was just an additional area of study in your curriculum, eSports. I would think that, as that's growing, and I hear that no matter where I am throughout the country, eSports is becoming bigger and more prominent as a factor. Is Ohio State involved in that process as well?
Yeah, we have a new eSports gaming major that's going to come out here in the spring. Really focused on not just being a gamer. We have an eSports arena where people can go and game and play these games competitively online through an Ohio State team. But we're also, looking at how we educate students to be the next developers of games. We're looking at sort of the science behind what makes a good gamer, your cognitive abilities, your physical traits, and how we measure those and move forward. So it's really what we do, right? So we train the workforce, we do the research, and then we, build off of that to create the next generation of new ideas.
That's fantastic. As you look at where you're going to take the university next, are there any big initiatives that you wanted to kind of get out there that maybe are 2 or 3 years down the road?
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier in my talk, and I think that's really the personalization of whatever industry you want to say, and I'll focus on education because that's where we are. But the idea that we know who you are, we know how you want to interact with us, and we're delivering you material that way. Whether that's online, whether that's in person, whether that's via an algorithm, a human being, I really think this is the big shift that we're going to make in technology to really start to provide personalized services through more efficient, smarter technology at the edge.
That's fantastic. So with that, Michael, I do appreciate your time. We are here at ComSpark. You enjoying the event? Is this something that's worthwhile for you?
Yeah, it's a great event. This is the second year that I've participated in ComSpark. I brought a whole bunch of my team here, talked to them throughout the day. They've just got a ton of great things to say about the event, from the networking to the presenters, to the vendor showcase here. I think it's been a great way to really build on the really tight community of technology folks here in Columbus.
Excellent. Anytime you can get with like-minded individuals, share good stories of what works and what doesn't work, you're able to kind of learn from other people as you go. So with that, again, welcome to ComSpark. Thank you, Mike Hofherr, for your time and energy today, CIO for Ohio State University. And with that, thank you very much.